And we actually don't have a Venmo or anything. So if you guys want to like send that over to us, like in middle or later, we like to promote you and love offerings. And if you also don't want any love offerings and you want to give it to some other cause, we'd love for you to like pass on, because I love creating some sort of energy exchange, and us as a Convergence want to do that. So welcome.
Yeah, and Kjersten's website is on the it's on the schedule if you want to support her and see where she'll be. Thanks.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're awesome.
And so my name, while it looks more like what you're pronouncing it as, it's actually pronounced Kjersten, like Shaylee.
Sure.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
All right.
Sorry for missing that.
That's all right. I'm trying to also type and talk at the same time. I've got an Instagram and is that coming through? My Venmo is just my name.
Awesome.
And then Magic Mama Music is kind of it's been my sort of stage presence for a while. Although I'm sort of retiring all that in the wake of pandemic and all public performances and gigs being canceled and such. I'm just using this as the opportunity to step more into what I feel like my current theme and calling is, which is less about interactive kids performances, which I've done in the past. And I still do community song leading. We've been meeting once a month in a rose garden under some sequoia trees in Corvallis, Oregon, which is where I currently am. And with me today, I have Allie. Hi. And Elisa over here to be holding down the response. So I'm going to share some songs that have come through me when I'm out in nature and I'm gardening, and the messages that come through and the mantras that come through. And my experience with Zoom is that it's best to have some real-time responders, so that if you want to sing on your side at home, you can hear yourself singing with them as we do call and response. And then we'll all be able to sing together, even though I can't necessarily hear you. It gets glitchy otherwise. So we're going to try it. Thank you so much for all of your hard work in organizing all of this and navigating the tech. It's not my specialty, so I'm not JD Pickett borrowing a computer. All right, so given where we just left off on the conversation on the previous presenter and talking about, the change, being the change really, right? This first song I want to share is called Start Where You Are. And this came through when the pandemic shutdown, quarantine stuff was happening, and people were asking me to host Zoom song circles. And I didn't have Wi-Fi until about a week ago here. So I was sitting in my tub and wondering, what am I going to do? How can I keep up with all this and feeling overwhelmed? And this came through a mantra that I was telling myself: start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. You can choose to rise up. Start where you are.
Start where you are.
Use what you have.
Use what you have.
Do what you can.
Do what you can.
You can choose to rise up.
You can choose to rise up.
And the second time, start where you are.
Start where you are.
Use what you have.
Use what you have.
Do what you can.
Do what you can.
You can choose to rise.
You can choose to rise.
So that's the motor part that's going to go around and around, and there's a harmony that can go with it. The main verse is...
One more time. One more time, I'll write down the words and everybody can sing.
Where you are.
I already wrote them in the chat. They're in the chat.
Choose. So the first time is rise up, and the second time is rise. And then the verse is, I see Shaylee raising her hand.
Oh, I put them in the chat for that first part, and I'll put the verse in the chat so you can get that while we're reading.
It takes a village here. So then let's see. These are surprising times we're living in. These are surprising times we're living in. These are the times, and they are strange.
These are the times, and they are strange.
And we are rising to the challenge.
And we are rising to the challenge.
And we are the ones to make a change.
And we are the ones to make a change.
And then there's a third part. We are the new solutionaries.
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 I just saw the chat flash and I was trying to read that too. So these are surprising times we're living in. These are the times, and they are strange. And we are rising to the challenge, and we are the ones to make a change. We are the new solutionaries. All right, so now we're going to break it down, call and response, back to the first part. Start where you are. And starting where I am, I have a drum that I've made out of some bed slats, cut evenly, made into a square, wrapped real tight with cellophane packing tape, and I play it with a dowel. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. Are we ready? Start where you are.
Start where you are.
Use what you have.
Use what you have.
Do what you can. You can choose to rise up.
Do what you can. You can choose to rise up.
Start where you are.
Start where you are.
Use what you have.
Use what you have.
Do what you can. You can choose to rise.
Do what you can choose to rise.
Start where you are.
Start where you are.
Use what you have.
Use what you have.
Do what you can choose to rise up.
Do what you can choose to rise up.
Start where you are.
Start where you are.
Use what you have.
Use what you have.
Do what you can choose to rise.
Do what you can choose to rise.
Let's put it together. Start
Where you are.
use what you have. Do what you can choose to rise up. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can choose to rise.
Start where you are.
Use what you have. Do what you can choose to rise up. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can choose to rise. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can choose to rise up. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can choose to rise. Now let's learn the verse. These are surprising times we're living in, and these are surprising times we're living in, and these are the times and they are strange. These are the times and they are strange. And we are rising to the challenge. And we are rising to the challenge. And we are the ones to make a change. And we are the ones to make a change. Think we can do that all together? We
These are surprising times we're living in, and these are the times, and they are strange. And we are rising to the challenge, and we are the ones to make a change. Last part, we are the new solutionaries. 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 We are the start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can choose to rise up, start where you are. Use what you have, do what you can choose to rise. Keep going, start where you are. Use what you have, do what you can choose to rise up, start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can choose to rise. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can choose to rise up. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can choose to rise. Start where you are. Use what you have. Surprise and shine when you can choose to rise and start where you are. These are the times when they're strange to rise and start where you are. Use what you have. Rise what you can challenge. Rise and start where you are. The ones that make a change. We are the new solutionaries. 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 We are the start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can choose to rise up, start where you are. Use what you have, do what you can choose to rise. Short and sweet. I see some mouths. I know you're on mute, but I saw that you were singing. We are the new solutionaries. Literally, all the people drawn to this, the permaculture convergence, we are the new solutionaries. It's about coming up with our own ways that, no, we're not waiting for the trickle-down mandates of making it legal or okay or sanctioned in all those ways, because we know really what the best paths are sometimes, and we can't wait for somebody else to give us permission. So in that way, we become permissionaries. Uh-huh. I see a hand. Julie.
Hi, that was so awesome last year. Waking up everybody in the morning. I still sing that song. My husband loves the term solutionaries, and he's got up. You've inspired him, you've energized him. He got up and walked out of the bedroom and said, I'm going to be a solutioneer.
Yeah. Yes. That's awesome.
Awesome. Right on. Let's see. For the sake of, I know this is a short window of time that we have here, so I'm going to keep on moving with. I'd like to share a few more songs with you. And I saw the question, how can we hear these again? I'm working on it, getting recordings of things that I can post with lyrics and the parts broken down. It might be a little bit, but you can message me on Instagram. Oh, but it's possible. It's online. It's not online, my website. I might even let my website go. I'm tired of the whole keeping up with capitalism forum of that. So I might be moving to Patreon, but there'll be, I'll figure it out, right? Somehow I will share the breakdown of the songs and the lyrics. It might just be posting, it might be that I post them on my Instagram or something. Okay, so the next one, and we did this last year at the Convergence at Lost Valley. This one has been termed the Diggy Diggy song. Drop in, dig deep, diggy diggy diggy. And the story, the story of this one comes from the Lions Gate portal, August 8th, 8/8. Global meditation that I did with some friends on the top of a mountain. And after the meditation, I was on my way home driving down this steep hill, still really in that portal. And it's a 3-part song that came through in a very short amount of time. And the lyrics are, drop in, dig deep, diggy, diggy, diggy. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, diggy, diggy. Drop in, dig deep.
Drop in, dig deep.
And there's a space there where you can go dig it, or dig it down, or worms, or whatever you want to throw in right there. It's a little zipper part. Right. So drop in, dig deep, diggy, diggy, diggy. Drop in, dig deep.
Drop in,
Dig deep, diggy, diggy, diggy. Drop in, dig deep. So that's the motor part. And then the second verse is, can you feel your love light rising higher? Can you feel your love light rising higher? Can you feel your love light rising higher?
Can you feel your love light rising higher?
Can you feel your love light rising higher? Yes. And then the third part, so here we are, your love light is rising. It's higher, higher, it's way up here now. Can't see me in the video, it's way up here. Okay, shine like the star you are, a lotus unfolding. Shine like the star you are, a lotus unfolding. And the second time, shine like the star you are, a lotus unfurled.
Shine like the star you are, a lotus unfurled.
So this speaks to that we are always in the process of becoming and always perfect and whole in that moment. So you are the lotus unfolding and you are the lotus unfurled. So time is not a linear continuum. Ultimately, we are always a process of becoming, and in that process, perfect and whole in and of ourselves. So there we go. Call and response. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, diggy, diggy. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, diggy, diggy. Drop in, dig deep, drop in, dig deep, dig it. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, diggy, diggy. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, diggy, diggy. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, diggy, diggy. Drop in, dig deep, dig it. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, diggy, diggy. Drop in, dig deep. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, diggy, diggy. Drop in, dig deep, dig it. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, diggy, diggy. Drop in, dig deep. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, diggy, diggy. Drop in, dig deep. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, diggy, diggy. Drop in, dig deep. Can you feel your love light rising higher? 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 So you hear the difference the first time, higher, the second time, higher. Can you feel your love light rising higher? Can you feel your love light rising higher? Can you feel your love light rising higher?
your love light rising higher. Shine like the star you are. Shine like the star you are. A lotus unfolding. A lotus unfolding. Shine like the star you are. Shine like the star you are. A lotus unfurled. A lotus unfurled. Shine like the star you are. A lotus unfolding. Shine like the star you are. A lotus unfurled. Shine like the star you are. A lotus unfolding. Shine like the star you are. A lotus unfurled. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, 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 drop in, dig deep. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, 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 drop in, dig deep. Say that. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, 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 drop in, dig deep, dig it. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, 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 drop in, dig deep. Can you feel your love like it rising higher? Can you feel your love like it rising higher? Shine like the star you are. Lotus unfolding. Shine like the star you are. Lotus unfurled. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, 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 drop in, dig deep. Worms, drop in, dig deep, diggy, 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 drop in, dig deep. Can you feel your lovely light rising higher? Can you feel your lovely light rising higher? Shine like the star you are. A lotus unfolding. Shine like the star you are. A lotus unfurled. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, 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 drop in, dig deep, dig it. Drop in, dig deep, diggy, 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 drop in, dig deep. Drop it, diggy, diggy.
As you guys are singing, I'm also spotlighting people who are dancing and singing too. So if you dance and sing, I will find you on the screen and I'm gonna spotlight you. So you can turn off your video if you don't want to be spotlighted.
Thanks, David.
You're welcome.
Hey, Kjersten.
Yeah.
Kjersten, this is Cedar. I just want to say I love you. It's so nice to see you.
It's so nice to see you. You're looking good.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm in Squim now.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Elder
I
Caesar.
I was really looking forward to singing with you, Kjersten. That was the best thing about my permaculture convergence last year, was the morning sing the sun up.
Yeah,
And I
remembers
was
it.
I was looking forward to that, and I was sad not to be able to do that with you this year. But
Yeah,
perhaps
the
next year.
Dawn chorus. You know what? That song, I wasn't going to do that on this Zoom, but last year, so those of you who are here that weren't there with us, Sylvan and Julie, and I'm like looking at pictures, like who else was with us? Several of us got up just before dawn and practiced a few songs, and we were rolling minstrels around the camp, and we were the dawn chorus, so we were the singing alarm clock. And I caught a song specifically for the permaculture convergence last year on Singing the Sun Up, just specifically for that, and Sylvan knows it.
The sun up. We should do it early in the morning.
But first I want to sing you a song that came from the bees. But we could do that as the grand finale, Sing the Sun Up. How about? I'm looking for nods. Anyone? Any thumbs? Okay. I just want to be able to share a few new ones with you. The next one I wanted to share, there's a little guitar involved in this one. I was doing some landscaping in North Corvallis, and out there with the plants, bending over, communing with the soil, and I started hearing this little tune coming through, and I was humming along with it as I do. The plants often are the ones who share the songs with me. Or sometimes the birds. I get a lot from the birds and the plants. So this particular time, I start hearing this tune, and then I start kind of feeling it, like it was a physical feeling in my body. And then my whole body started getting this feeling of a vibration that really just swelled and consumed me enough to the point I stood up and turned around, and I look, and there is a swarm of like thousands and thousands of bees. It looked like the size of the house up above the house. They were swarming. And I just stood there and basically received this song from the bees that matched the tune that I had been singing. And the underlying part is, bring it on, we're ready. Bring it on, we're ready. Bring it on, we're ready to rise.
Bring it on,
we're ready to rise. Bring it on, we're ready.
Bring it on, we're ready.
And the second time, bring it on, we're ready to thrive.
Bring it on, we're ready to thrive.
And then the verse is, get your thrive on, baby.
Get your thrive on, baby.
Rise up, hear how we sing.
Rise up, hear how we sing.
Get your thrive on, baby.
Get your thrive on, baby.
Our revolution, bring it on.
Our revolution, bring it on.
And the way that came through was the words our, O-U-R, and revolution or evolution, they share the R, so it's all one word, our revolution. So it's the revolution, it's our evolution, and this is the message that was coming through the bees, like they're ready for us to rise up. In order for them to do what they do best, they're requiring our allegiance to be good allies to them. And there's a third part, but we're going to skip that. It's just like a high part, bring it on scenario. So it's for those of you melodic who like to play guitar or harmonium or something, it's a G and a D. Bring it on, we're ready.
Bring it on, we're ready.
Bring it on, we're ready to rise.
Bring it on, we're ready to rise.
Bring it on, we're ready.
Bring it on, we're ready.
Bring it on, we're ready to thrive.
Bring it on, we're ready to thrive.
Let's put that together.
Bring it on, we're ready.
Bring it on, we're ready to rise.
Bring it on, we're ready. Bring it on, we're ready to thrive. Bring it on, we're ready. Bring it on, we're ready to rise. Bring it on, we're ready. Bring it on, we're ready to thrive.
Okay, now we're going to break down the verse. It goes, get your thrive on, baby.
Get your thrive on, baby.
Rise up, hear how we sing. Rise up, hear how we sing.
Hear how we sing.
Try it again. Rise up, hear how we sing. Get your thrive on, baby.
Get your thrive on, baby.
Rise up, hear how we sing.
Rise up, hear how we sing.
Get your thrive on, baby.
Get your thrive on, baby.
Revolution, bring it on.
Our revolution, bring it on. Get your drive on, baby. Rise up, hear how we sing. Get your drive on, baby. Rise up, hear how we sing. Get your drive on, baby. Get your drive on, baby. Our revolution, bring it on. Our revolution, bring it on. Let's just go around with that a few times so you get it. Get your drive on, baby. Rise up, hear how we sing. Get your drive on, baby. Our revolution, bring it on. Get your drive on, baby. Rise up, hear how we sing. Get your drive on, baby. Our revolution, bring it on. Get your drive on, baby. Rise up, hear how we sing. Get your drive on, baby. Our revolution, bring it on. Bring it on. We're ready. Bring it on. We're ready to rise. Bring it on. We're ready. Bring it on. We're ready to thrive. Get your drive on, baby. Rise up, hear how we sing. Get your drive on, baby. Our revolution, bring it on. Get your drive on, baby. Rise up, hear how we sing. Get your drive on, baby. Our revolution, bring it on. Bring it on. We're ready. Bring it on. We're ready to rise. Bring it on. We're ready. Bring it on. We're ready to thrive. Keep going. Bring it on. We're ready. Bring it on. We're ready to rise. Bring it on. We're ready. Bring it on. We're ready to thrive. Get your time. Rise up, hear how we sing. Okay. Bring it on. We're ready. Bring it on. We're ready to rise. Bring it on. We're ready. Bring it on. We're ready to thrive. Bring it on. We're ready. Bring it on. Revolution. Bring it on, baby. Rise up, hear how we sing. Bring it on, baby. Revolution. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Bring it on, bring it on. Bring it on. Ready. Bring it on. We're ready to rise. Bring it on. We're ready. Bring it on. We're ready to rise. Get your drive on, baby. Rise up and how we sing. Get your drive on, baby. Our revolution, bring it on. Get your drive on, baby. Rise up, hear how we sing. Get your drive on, baby. Our revolution, bring it on. Bring it on.
You guys are awesome. Yes.
All right.
Thank
Song is they want us to thrive so that also they can rise up and do their thrive. It's a symbiotic relationship we have going on, and man,
For sure.
human species has got to get it together. Okay, go.
Oh, it's so beautiful how when we spend time taking care of gardens, we realize that it's not just for us. The bees, a lot of the birds, we can be stewards of nature and plant more flowers.
Yeah, exactly. So that being said, this woman right here makes candles out of the beeswax from the apiary that's right down the road from where we are right now. And I grew all these heirloom purple poppies to feed the bees this spring, and harvested all those seeds. And then I made paper in my backyard with those seeds in it. And she's using that paper as part of the wrapping around the candles when she packages them to sell. So you can buy the beeswax candle and plant the packaging and grow flowers to feed more bees so you get more candles.
So could you put your link to that also in the comments so we can
yeah, so it's
well, you can do it later or you can do it now.
Later, or you can type while I'm doing
We'll do it later. Yeah,
okay,
That's
well,
awesome. We'll put it in the notes.
buy some of these awesome beeswax candles with flower seeded paper. One
Are
more.
you seeing a request for your contact information? So before you disappear, you can put it in the chat. I know Miss Not Techie, if you want to.
Okay. Yes.
Any of you.
Very good. Yeah, we'll throw in those right at the end. Let's see. And how are we doing for time? My watch is a Thunderbird.
We're out of time, but Shaylee, do you think we could do one more song?
I am probably, I just messaged our next presenter because we did start a bit late.
He is he is ready, he said.
Okay.
Mark is ready. But could we do one more song or no?
Can we just share a song without necessarily the call and response, and we can see if we can pick it up?
Sure. So we have two, well, there's three options. There was a request to do the Sing the Sun Up. I have another song called Same Mother, which we did last year around the fire for a nighttime circle. And then there's another one, Illuminature. It's in your Illuminature to get lit.
Can we try that one?
That one?
Silva
really
and I can sing the Sun Up one at another time, maybe in the morning.
Okay.
Let's do Illuminature then. Okay, so this is in my metapoetic fashion. If it's in our nature to shine our lights, it's in our Illuminature to get lit. So it's ILLUMINATURE, Illuminature. It's in our Illuminature, right? To get lit. Turn your light on. Light up your life a little bit. And then the overlapping verse is, child of the stars, you were born to shine. So light up your life. It's in your Illuminature. Remember this one? Okay. It's in your Illuminature to get lit. Turn your light on. Light up your life a little bit. It's in your Illuminature to get lit. Turn your light on. Light up your life a little bit. It's in your Illuminature to get lit. Turn your light on. Light up your life a little bit. It's in your Illuminature to get lit. Child of the stars, you were born to shine. So light up your life. It's your Illuminature. Light up your life a little bit. It's in your Illuminature to get lit. Child of the stars, you were born to shine. So light up your life. It's in your Illuminature. Turn your light on. Light up your life a little bit. It's in your... I cut it real short. That's a sample. Illuminature.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, everyone. Good to see all your shining faces and smiles.
Yeah, and if you want it, if you want to jump in, if you feel inspired, you are welcome to come into our meal times or morning, whatever, closing type sessions if you feel inspired. This goes to everybody too, but especially with your arsenal of beautiful songs to share. If you feel inspired to pop in with something, you are welcome to at any point in the weekends. I like
Also
that
tonight,
capacity to share songs that we usually have.
Tonight, last night we had wonderful music. People just, wasn't planned, but we just had a great late night of music last night. So you're welcome tonight too, to just come join us, all of you, for music tonight at the end. And every night.
Shabbat shalom.
Shaylee's gonna take over and introduce our next guest.
Yes.